Well, I've been talking about how good my combine's running. Yesterday evening had a little problem. Rotor gearbox, same as Morse's, George's. Not the same problem, I don't think, but a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, you're running that red junk." Well, funny thing, I drove right by a John Deere one with a service truck there, had it tore apart on the way bringing this in this morning. So happens to all of them. I don't know if you can see this up in here. I have to take the bottom of the, up inside the combine, got to take this off, this cover, take the oil pan off the engine to be able to get to that rotor gearbox. It goes right up there, runs the rotor. Can't get it out top, there's not room. This is my rotor gearbox right here. Pretty easy to see what happened. Bearing went out right here and then let it wobble and busted number one drive gear right here. There it is, laying in the bottom. Piece there, jammed in there, piece over there. So, pretty easy to see why it don't work. You just quit all at once, and that's what, quit all at once. Kind of a mess. Take the spreader off the back. They're going to be back. I went up to Indianapolis, up at Lebanon, Indiana, and got the parts at the warehouse. Didn't have to go to Missouri like George did. They had it up there now. So this is the new one. It's 4:30 in the evening. So I lost all day today. And then they'll be back in the morning. And they'll get this together by noon. And I'll be ready to roll again.
Day 2 with the bean crew. They just did their 100-hour greasers, all that stuff. I just cleaned off my radiator. See on the screen here. One day with these guys. Dad got his rotor gearbox back last night. Got there this morning. They were already there. Josh and Donovan were already putting her in when I got there at 7. So they're there first thing. That's good. He should get going here. He'll surely be going before noon and get done in Illinois, then head over here. When he gets over here, I'll join back with him. Till then, we'll get some more beans done. I think we did like 320 acres or something. Something good. It was a good productive day, I know that. Walk down to the Wabash, and this thing is low. Hard to believe it gets big enough to flood all that up there, but it sure does. Whoops, I heard the combines fire up. I better get back up there. Let's wait for them to move the fuel trailer around. This bean crew's kind of relaxing. It's, it's 9:30. I'm hanging out by the river. I can get used to this. What are you doing?
I hope I get enough.
Low on oil?
Well, we got a leak.
Uh-oh.
Seems to be getting worse.
Didn't run any ditches, did you?
No.
Okay, well it ain't that. Got problems with keeping oil in your stuff this year.
That's no doubt.
At the combine, now that's leaking. Seal right there, he said.
Yeah, it's right here on bottom. It's making a mess.
It's almost over. It's almost over.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We might get done this video. Always put down different stuff where we store wares so we know how much we have the bins. Like I got going to Wilson, these are soybeans, but they had 22,576 bushels yesterday between two of them. And plus I got another 20,000 pounds on, so that's a good day. I forgot to tell you, it's George's birthday today, 78. Out here in these big fields, cutting these good yielding beans with the sun. Probably a pretty good birthday to me. Tell me it's not your rotor gearbox.
It might be.
I guess the good news is the beans are good and Dad's back going. I think he's got about 20 acres left there before he moves over here or something like that. See that? That's some good news. I was really scared our third rotor gearbox went out, but that's really what we thought was. Josh came here from H&R mechanic, got going, then it stopped again, but the Pro 700 was messing up, so I think they tried a new car in the Pro 700. I think that was it. So that's good. That's way better. That's good news. It's great news. Yep, they seems to be up and running smooth. I'm not gonna be here much longer because Dad got done in Illinois. He's heading this direction. Needed an agent for the spinning war between crews.
Well, H&R got my combine back together. Johnny on the spot like they always are there at Princeton. Really got a good service department. And got Litherland's done in Illinois, Gordy's and Dave's. Now I'm headed to Indiana. I'm glad I'm heading over instead of when I was coming back last time because there was a lot to go. Now things are looking good. 450 acres or something to go. Going across the mighty Wabash again. It's not so mighty right now. It's been low for a long time. Surely this winter or early spring we'll get the Wabash and flooding again.
Starting the irrigation for him, Galloway. Fired right up. Always nice when that happens.
Going pretty good today. We got a little bit of breeze so you can see, at least going this way. Going the other way, the wind's kind of my back. So it's not as good, but it's better with some wind even at your back than with none at all. And this is what it looks like in the daylight. You can see the reel, at least some of it, not right in the middle. This is 3:20 in the afternoon. See out the side. Can't see everywhere.
Well, had a good time on the bean crew, but this is my last load. Time to leave. Dad just got over here, so back to the corn crew. Well, just made it back to him. Don't look at that corn, it's burnt out. Don't look at that spot. And he is just about full, and he didn't have to stop. I'd say that was perfect timing.
This one looks like in here at night. We should probably put it on the YouTube camera or YouTube channel. A little bit dusty out there.
Another nice morning out in the country. Just got back from Wilson's Bins, which is what we call the bins over here in Indiana, because they're originally Ron Wilson's. He died of Lou Gehrig disease, I want to say, in 2004. Forgive me if I'm off a year. I think that was my first year over at Almy at OCC. I think we got room. My auger wagon figuring, I think 71,000 more. My count bin figuring 78,000 more over here, so somewhere in there. And I'm not sure how much corn we got left over here. Maybe 80,000. So we took 2 trucks home last night, put David's, the big bin at David's, which we got a little room in there, not left, not a lot. We're gonna take 2 more home tonight. We're gonna might get done with corn tomorrow, so we're gonna take a couple home at the end there. We will. So at least we're gonna hold it. Better if we didn't hold it, but it's also nice to hold it. Andrew's Oil bring us a load of fuel. That's good, because we were about out. Got beers done. Shut the gate on it. 1 more field left. 208 acres, so it's a big one. Actually divide up 3 little fields, but after that, corn will be done. So, barring breakdowns or accidents, corn should be done tomorrow. Looks like corn crew's gonna be done first after all.
Oh, this is Wednesday, I do believe. October 23rd, I'm sure of that. Yesterday, Annie brought us all a nice supper, chicken and dumplings, mashed potatoes. That was for my birthday, she said. And my daughter brought me some chocolate chip cookies. So I've been eating pretty good here the last couple of days. We're just about to get done here on Mary Wilson, and we're moving right down there to the south. I'm sure you can see that beyond the trees there. That'll be next. So we're moving right along. Won't be too long. It'll be a wrap. Ate pretty good on the 21st before my birthday. Sylvia brought down a roast beef, potato and carrots, piece of coconut pie, and an apple salad. Well, I got the roast beef ate and the coconut pie, and apple salad I'm saving for tonight. So I'm eating pretty good. Can you see in the camera where the water reached from the irrigation? The color of the beans changes. That's where the water got to. Irrigation makes a world of difference. And to be better beans, how much better they look. Just can't irrigate everything. But you can tile about everything that needs tiles. There's a little different look at the difference in the beans. What's irrigated, what's not. Quite a difference. Of course, this was a dry year late in the year. Really made a difference. Sun's getting low in the horizon. Not quite setting yet. See, it's throwing long shadows. We're just about to get done down here on Anthus. This is pretty far south. The tree line you see Off there in the distance is the White River. So it joins with the Wabash 2 miles from here, maybe. No more than that. And that's at Mount Carmel, Illinois. There's no town on the Indiana side. It's just farm ground and kind of desolate, long way from any town. Used to be a ferry there years ago where people could cross that live down here, go to town. But that's been gone a long time. Before I was born, so that was a long time. Beans down here where we're at right now are decent. They're right now they're 70, which is not great, but considering how dry it was on these late beans, that'll do. Some of them down here were a lot worse than that. They barely made anything at all. Dust isn't too bad here, not right now anyway. So that's a good thing. I like to see where I'm going. Trees are starting to turn. They're pretty this time of year. Great visibility once again. I can see the cutting bar though, so that's an improvement.
Well, today is October 23rd, and we're going to get done, I think, with corn tomorrow, October 24th. We'll quit here in a little while. We're going to be down to 150 acres. We'll get that tomorrow unless we have a little problems with something. We don't, we'll get it Friday for sure. So, pretty good time to get done, but it's, everybody knows how dry it's been, how dry our crop's too dry. Our corn's down to 13. It's just dried out too much this year. Losing green because of that. But we're going to finish her up this way. This field of men's got a little bit of down corn still from that hurricane remnants. I guess we're lucky that's all we got, compared to what some people got, of course. But it's not terrible, but the spots is down, so. We'll pick a couple more loads. We're going to have enough room now to hold everything, so we're all right there. We did sell some this fall, had it sold ahead. Delivered it to Lincoln Land. Had to rent a bin at Fred's. All in all, it's been a good year. See how she finishes out tomorrow.
Well, last day of corn, and we are changing a busted snout. He actually busted it last year, last fall, the fall of 2023, so it had a good run. Down corn got it. Gets a lot of the good ones.
Could decide to come back to work, this guy.
Oh yeah, he's been gone for 3 days.
You never know where I'm gonna be.
We're gonna put him on a milk carton.
New
one on. Everybody's mouthing off to one another. Last day.
Give him a hug. He'll
Last day. Everybody's jacked up for corn crew.
Get out of the parking lot and punch one another.
Think everybody be spraying each other with champagne and lifting them on their shoulders for being the winning crew, but still we're turning on each other.
Welcome to Ivers Farm. Viewer discretion is advised.
Headed to the field for the last time, I think, with the corn machine, but if they don't go pretty darn good, we won't quite get done, but I'm expecting to get it done today.
Last corn irrigation to fire up and get moving. Get it moving out of the way here. We'll just be able to pick the rest of the corn. Should get done today, I think. 150 acres. It made it out, so I'm gonna shut it off. Got one more over on the other side of this field. Still running to get out of the corn. It's funny shaped field, so we got 2 smaller ones in it. Getting ready to go into the last 30 acre patch. Corn for 2024 will be a thing of the past.
Well, we're opening up the last little field for the year. Last set of inroads.
Last load of the year for Fred.
Here we are. Last pass of the year. There it is. Yep. There it is. One less thing to worry about.
Yep, so what you got for something when you get that done.
Jay gets to be the last load for the year. I was gonna get all three of his last loads. I thought we were gonna have one more trucks. I didn't get Aaron. That's it for corn. Tomorrow I go bean crew. Coming back, bean crew. Bean guys rolling in. They got done on the riverside of the levee, last night while we were getting done with corn. We got the levee protected side left over in Indiana, which is a little less than 600 acres, I think. So I'm officially bean crew. Hey, get a little later start. I'm cleaning out my cab, blowing out. It's overdue. I'm a pig. Cut some Z series soybeans, 40Z57E. And bean guys really like it. They're yielding good, hitting 100 in a lot of spots. It's been really good for these lake beans that we've had. And they're standing good, and they're cutting good. They're going fast, going 4.5, going faster than what they did on the 42As.
Well, these are decent enough beans out here. 84 right now, 87, 86, 89, 90, 91. They're under irrigation, so that really made a difference this year. There's the irrigation system. You can see it's stopped right now. We'll get up against it, we'll start it and move it over to where we've cut, so we don't leave anything. We got one, I guess, that we leave on a road, but not many. Most of them, we move them, cut under them, plant under them, of course, spray under them, just got to move it. And we're down to the last farm. This is what we call the Indy farm, but there's about 600 and some acres here of it. So 2 days we could have it. We got the auger wagon. We'll do close to 300 a day, I would think. But there is a possible problem I'm going to show you. We're the blue spot there, and there's a little rain coming. Now, if that makes it here in the next few hours, that's going to delay things a bit. Hate to complain about it though, because it's awfully dry.
Got a few raindrops on the windshield. Just loaded that truck. Dave's dumping off what he's got on me. Still sprinkling. We are in a rain delay. I'm gonna tarp this and go try and get that irrigation started. Garrett brought me some jumper cables and some ether. Surely he'll go with that. Well, got it hooked up, jumper cables to the tractor, see if she goes. Back going after about an hour rain delay.
Well, if you look off to the west there, don't look very promising. I think we're going to get rained out. But, you know, it's been a long run, so can't complain, I guess. I sure would have liked a couple more days, but it is what it is, and we'll take what we get, and it's certainly dry. Not like we don't need a rain, just I'd like to get on. We're cutting on this Indiana farm. These are Z-series bean, and they are standing really good, and they're yielding really good. This is really a good bean. We're gonna have to get some more of these for next year. We can pick up our cutting speed about 1 mile an hour, maybe a little more than that. Could be 1.25 miles, because they're standing good and they go through easy. And they're making, I don't know what they're going to average right now. They're 75, that's what doing the ends. There's places where they'll bump 100, but you know, that's That's just a spot here and there. But there's a lot of 80s and 85 out here. They're good beans. Well, still cutting on the same farm. Unloading on the go. Got a bull there in the middle lane. Back the auger up a little bit. Put some back there. Beans are 87 right here. I see 90 quite a bit. Had a little spot didn't come up, drowned out or something. I wanted to show you the yield here on these Z beans. These are 40Z57E. This is under irrigation. Still, that's pretty good. I'll take that any time.
Getting close to the end here, another day and a half maybe. Anyway, we're just finishing up cutting a field of Pioneer 40Z57E beans, and they are about the best beans we've cut all year. Where I could water it, I had the irrigation on it. They're almost always in the 80s, 90s. And sometimes they reach up here and touch 100 bushel an acre, and they cut like hot knife through a butter. They're just easy thrashing. So hopefully we can get some more of those next year. We shall see. Yeah, I don't think we had very many of them. New series bean, I guess. But hopefully they'll have more out next year. First field done. I had to wait for some trucks. They got started second. They both need me. Both full. Got an owl here. I see less of those than eagles. Don't ask me what kind. I'm not smart enough. I scared him off. David heading in. Last load for the night. Got 2 fields left, totaling 280 acres. So, as long as everything goes good tomorrow, we will be done. But you don't get to see that. That'll be next video. Last Wednesday harvest video. See you then.